I'm going to teach you how to solve a common mystery, the Rubik's Cube. Okay, first thing you're going to need to know is notation. When I refer to F, turn the front side clockwise. U is the upside clockwise. D is the downside clockwise. L is the left side clockwise, and R is the right side clockwise. Any of these letters with the word prime with them means turn them counterclockwise. Okay, so now let's begin. First thing you need to do is scramble your cube. Okay, mine is now scrambled. First thing you will need to do is make the white cross so that all the middle and all four edges around the white middle are all in place. So let's do that. Okay, my white cross is now solved. Next thing you will need to do is make sure that edge and the middle all have to match up. The blue and the blue match up, the green and the green match up, but the red and the orange both need to be switched around. So try, if you can, to switch these two around. If you do not know how, keep watching. Okay? To switch them around, you must turn the middle twice, turn the downside twice, and turn the middle twice. Now, orange, the blue, the red, and the green are all aligned properly. Next thing you will need to do is get the corners in their correct places. So example, this corner is not in the right spot because it does not have green on this side or orange on this side. So we must take this one out. This corner spot, but it is not orientated correctly. So we need to change that. So to put it up there. Now, in order to get it into this spot, we must put it up at the top, rotate it twice, and bring it down. Now, we need to, since it is not facing upward, we can now work with this. Now, bring your green and orange side up, move the white corner in place, and bring it down. Now we have the first part of that layer solved. Next, you will need to move the rest of them into place. For example, I will move the green and red one into place. So, okay, put it right above the red and the green side. Do U prime, L prime, U, L. There. It is now in the right place. Now, to put the others in place, we need to again move the corner away. Do L prime, U, L. Okay. Now the last corner is right here. We need to put it in there. So U, R, U prime, R prime. Now we have all the first layer solved plus the white side. Next step, to get the edges into their correct positions around the cube so that we will have the first two layers solved. Now we need to find an edge. So for example, here's one. Again, you cannot have any yellow on the edges. So this one has orange and green. It does not have any yellow. We must make the orange face the orange. Now you need to hold the green. So you need algorithm. I will have it. It should be right here. Okay. You need to go R, U prime, R prime, U prime, L. First you must turn the cube clockwise. L prime, U, L. Now we have the first square there all oriented correctly and in the right spot. Next we must look for any other edges. This one has yellow, this one has yellow, this one has yellow, and so does this one, so we cannot use any of these cubes, or any of these ones. So in order to change it, we must do our algorithm. Now we put that edge up top so that we can use it now. So have it facing the red, hold it at the blue since blue is on the other side, and do the same algorithm. There, it is now in the right spot. Now here we have an orange and blue one, so have it facing the orange, and now we hold it on the blue again. Now this is another algorithm. It is basically the same thing, except it is just opposite. So we must go L prime, U, L, U, rotate it clockwise now, R, U prime, R prime. Now we have that first two layers solved. We have one left, so we must take this edge, have it facing the green, and hold the orange. Do the algorithm, bring it down into place. It is now solved. Next thing we need to do is correctly permutate the layers. Okay. We have two. You must rotate the cube so you find at least two corners in the right place. So, for example, this corner has the yellow, orange, yellow, red, and green all in the right spot. This one has the blue, red, and yellow all in the right spot. This is good. Next thing, these two are not in the correct spot because this blue, orange, and yellow one should be where the green, orange, and yellow one is, and vice versa. So in order to change this, we must do a new algorithm. It is R prime, D prime, R, F, D, F prime, R prime, D, F. Now, if you rotate the cube, you should have all of the corners in the right spot, just not correctly orientated. Okay. If you run into a case where the two opposite ones are not permutated correctly, while two diagonal ones are and two diagonal ones aren't, you must have it so this one is right underneath the R side. So you go R prime, D prime, R, F, D2, F, R prime, D, up correctly. You should have all of them in place. Okay, next step is to orientate the corners correctly. If all your corners have the yellow side up, you're done with this step. If not, you must continue and watch this algorithm. Okay? You must hold it so the side with yellow facing you on the left side is facing you. Okay? This is called the 2. If there's a yellow one facing you but it's on the right side, that is called a 1. Any of them with a yellow sticker facing you, that while you're holding the yellow side facing towards you, that is a 0. That means it requires 0 moves to get it to the right spot. So we must always factor the 2. Okay? Do this algorithm. R prime, D prime, R, D prime, R prime, D2, R prime, or R. Now we should have 1 0 and 3 2s. Okay, now we must factor the 0. Now do an R prime, D prime, R, D prime, R prime, D2, R. Now we should have 1 0 and 3 1s, which is good. Now we must factor the 0 again. Do the same algorithm. Okay, we should have all the corners facing up. Now I need these two edges to stick up, but they are not sticking up. So in order to fix that, must hold it so that the sticker opposite from the bottom one, must hold it like so and pull it up. Now do the following algorithm: M prime, D prime, M, D2, M prime, D prime, M. Now they should both be sticking up. You will probably run into a case where these three need to be switched around. So you must take the side opposite from the solved one, or if there is a solved one, you still need to do the same algorithm. Okay? So hold it opposite from the solved side, and we need to see, okay, this is a red, and where does it need to go? It needs to go clockwise. That means then when we flip our algorithm up, then we may need to move the white that we flipped up to the right. Okay? So now, here, let's start that algorithm over again. Okay? So here's the algorithm. F2, U prime, R prime, L, F2, L prime, R, U prime, F2. Your cube is now solved. If you run into a case the blue edge needs to go the other way around, then you still hold it opposite, but when you flip it up, you must do a U instead of a U prime to move the white to the left. So do the rest of the algorithm, pull it down, and voila, your cube has been solved. Thanks for watching. Everyone click the subscribe button up there, comment, like, whatever. Okay, thanks, bye.